everybody and welcome on my YouTube channel. You are with Alendris and today we are on the test server to discover a new hero who just appeared. This new hero is a backliner, it's an intelligence hero, it's Forest Chomper.
Look how I shine!
Forest Chomper will be probably available for a Patrick's Day in around 10 days. I guess it's for this event because it's in March and I don't see anything else in March, so I think it will be like that. She is like you can see, backline intellect hero who can summon the Chomper to devour enemies. About her statistic, what we can see, she has a good pool of HP, 58,000, armor 700, magical resistance 650, magical power pretty low because we have less than 10,000, 9,900, and magical critic 431. In a training field we will be able to upgrade her HP, her armor and her magical resistance. So she doesn't look like really aggressive, but we have to see first of all her skills. The ultimate skill of Forest Chomper is Forest Fury. Lessie summons the Chomper to devour an enemy and deal damage. Summon a level 108 Chomper, so we have to see what it is exactly when we'll test the skill. Green skill, Forest Punishment. Lessie raise a crown of vines to attack enemies. Summon level 108 vines. Another time we have to check exactly what it will be. Blue skill, Sprout. Lessie summons Vine under an enemy target to entangle him, dealing damage and reducing his armor value. So increase damage by 5,400 and reduce target's armor by 324. The skill blah 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 blah. And finally the purple skill, Forest Healing. Lessie restores her own HP at regular intervals. HP regenerate by 3,780. So like I was thinking, it doesn't look like at all an aggressive character. I think she's most like support, but we have to see exactly how she's working. But first of all, let's check her position in the battlefield. Forest Chomper is a backliner hero. She is pretty tanky, like you saw. She's not squishy anyway, and we'll see exactly where she will be. Okay, so for the moment, she's nearly in front of all, excepted Magical Birdman. Yes, she seems to be protect. Yes, excepted Magical Birdman, nobody is in front of her. So she is a backliner, but nearly in a middle lane. It's pity because in my opinion she has some good statistic to hold at least a little time the backlane, so we will see now her skill in detail in little fight. I'm really curious to discover how she's working. So this is the first skill. Okay, it can be dodge. 2 roots who can be dodged. This is the second skill. Active, I mean, not the ultimate. Okay, it's snare for a good time, and it's removing armor, so it's not bad. So this is the ultimate. 1, 2, 3. Ultimate, it's crazy. During 10 seconds, you remove one hero on the battlefield. So damage are not big for sure, but I think this character, like I told in the introduction, it's not a damage dealer at all, it's a support. So for sure, a support will not deal crazy damage, but you can see that she receives her heal for purple skill, 4175 every time. She's really tanky and really difficult to kill. Every 3-4 seconds, she gets one heal at 5000 nearly. 4000, okay. So, let's check the final statistic. Okay, 153,000. It's one fight, one versus one, more or less, 2 versus 2, and she's not here to deal damage. So for a support, it's a good amount of damage. We need to think now how she can be used in a real match. I begin directly against the standard Turtle Fighter team because damage test for support, it's no sense to do it. So we will see exactly what she can do. First of all, interesting point, her roots can be targeted by a Tarot Prophet. It means it's a good distraction for damage, and she will be able to absorb a ton of damage during the fight. Second point, you can already see that her survivability is really high. It will be hard to win against this team, but I want to understand a lot of things. Now we will see her ultimate. An important point, look at that, the ultimate can be break. So this is a bad news, because against heroes who will have area damage, she will not be able to do something really efficient. Like you saw against Wind Priest, she's totally locked. But you saw the distraction is really high. Okay, she's dying in last position. I think she didn't deal so much damage, so you see 87,000, but she has some interesting skills for sure. We will test against another composition. Against a standard undead team, we will see what she is able to do, but really interesting in my opinion, it's her green skill. When she's summoning roots, she is distracting every skill. For example, the wish of a Ghost Knight is going into the roots. The spell of Sorceress when she's alive is going into the roots. You have a lot of spells who are going into the roots, and for sure, it doesn't deal any interesting damage, but it's crazy efficient to remove damage from your team. All damage who are going into the roots are not going into your heroes. And finally, I win without problem, and you can see statistic. She is not dealing damage. Another time it's a support. So if you want one hero who is dealing 300,000 damage, for sure Forest Chomper will be not good at all. But as support, I think she has some good and interesting skill who can be used in some situation like you saw. So let's check another example. In this third fight, I'm testing to use her against more or less a static team. Okay, I will have Bloody Earl who will go inside my heroes in the backline like he just did, but most of the time it's a static team. With some heal, I will be really difficult to kill. I just want to understand something, because I'm not sure, but when one hero is inside the ultimate, I think he is considered out of the battlefield. And the Tarot Prophet, for example, can't focus one hero who is inside the ultimate, and it's pity. Yes, it's what we saw. This is the legendary skill of Soul Hunter. We will speak about that probably tomorrow. And finally, I will win 5 against 4, but I will not kill anyone. It's good because the wolf will be inside the ultimate of Forest Chomper, and he will do nothing. So she gives a really good control in the battlefield, but like you see another time, her damage are really low, 110,000 for sure. She's in front of Cross Knight and Soul Hunter, but for other heroes she's far behind, and it's normal because if she was dealing the same amount of damage with this control, it should be too strong. So let's see a last situation. This last fight against a team who begin to be a standard in the metagame will confirm what I was thinking about Forest Chomper Ultimate. You will see when Forest Chomper is doing her ultimate, the hero who is inside the ultimate of Forest Chomper doesn't receive any damage on the battlefield except the damage of Forest Chomper. You will see it right now with Vengeance Spirit. Vengeance Spirit is Half-Life. She will be inside the ultimate of Forest Chomper. And look, she is near the Evil Rabbit. And she doesn't receive any damages. I think it's a problem. And I hope it will be changed because it's no reason why it's doing that right now. And finally, I will win this fight without so much problem. And if we are checking damages, another time, 84. She's doing between 70 and 140,000 damage by fight. It's not zero, for sure, but it's not her main function. But you see, when Arcane Sapper is jumping on her, she's able to receive damage. She doesn't care at all. She has a strong regeneration, good armor, good pool of HP. She will survive, and when Arcane Sapper will die, she will even recover her life. So it's all for these fights. Let's now discover her strengths and weaknesses. As a strength for a Forest Chomper, I see 3 important points. First point, it's her capacity to survive. Most of the time, she will be the last hero standing up on the battlefield, even if you are losing the fight. She has a strong pool of HP, strong armor, strong magical resistance, and she has a purple skill who will give her a height health recovering. So it's really impressive for this point. Second point, it's a capacity to spread enemy damages. Her second skill, Forest Punishment, is summoning 2 or 3 vines, and when she's summoning that, she's protecting all your heroes for direct damage. Tarot Prophet, Imperial Executioner, Ghost Knight, all these skills are going inside vines. For sure, vines are not dealing crazy damage, but we don't care at all about that. It's spreading a lot of damage, and sometimes it's even able to receive the ball of Sorceress, for example, or the second skill of Wind Priest, who is really aggressive, because they go every time in front of the fight, so they receive all skills. It's really, really good. And finally, she has a good crown control on the battlefield. Sprout is controlling enemy for more or less 5-7 seconds, so it's height, and her ultimate is putting one hero out of the battlefield for 10 seconds, so it's just crazy. I really like it. Now let's discover her weaknesses. As weaknesses for a Forest Chomper, I see 2 important points. First point, I guessed it when I saw the statistic of Forest Chomper. Magical power less than 10,000 for an intelligent hero. For sure, it wasn't designed like a damage dealer. It's a support, so we don't care so much, but if she could do little more damage, probably something like 10-20% damage more. It should be really nice for her, and I think she will be even more useful. And the second point, and it's the most important in my opinion, and I hope it's a bug, the ultimate Forest Fury is putting one hero outside of the battlefield for 10 seconds, so it's really nice, but is considered totally outside of the fight and can't receive damage for anything else. Event area damage are not working on him, so it means he's protect. He's inside the ultimate, he will not deal anything, so this is the good part. But as bad part, he can be finished by Taros card, he can't be sensible for Evil Rabbit shield, he can't receive anything on the battlefield, and I think it's not normal. I hope I will give this feedback for you cool and they can do something, but perhaps they want this mechanic, so I don't know. It's now time to discover the final evaluation about this hero. I have chosen to put Forest Chomper as a situational hero, and I will explain you why. Because she can be suitable in Grand Arena, Grand Tournament, War of the God and Championship. She's not bad at all. But the problem actually, in our metagame, I don't know exactly how to use her efficiently. So when you have team who is in front of you and who is without any movement, she will be possible to be used, especially in a championship when you will be in the top 64 or even in the grand final. She will have a place, but against all strong metagame team, she's not dealing enough damage and not give you so much advantage in the fight to be used. So that's why, in my opinion, she's more situational than enough strong to be in Grand Arena, Grand Tournament, War of the God and Championship. But if you could change her ultimate, first of all, and this I hope it will be done, and second, if they increased little bit her damage, for sure she will be in the second category without a doubt. It's over with this review. It's now time to conclude. Thank you everybody for watching this review. For most of you who are following me regularly, you probably saw that today I didn't switch on my camera. The reason is I get one surgery some days ago and I still not totally recovered for that intervention, so I don't want to show how I look like right now. If you want to follow my actuality and don't miss nothing, because it's coming some really good things. Tomorrow, for example, will be the presentation of the new legendary skill of Witch and Soul Hunter. You can click on a Facebook link or a Twitter link as you prefer. If you like my work, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you want to support me, you can click in the last link in the right side on your screen. Thank you guys, bye bye.